Okay, we're kicking off the new Business and Markets Week here on Frontier Opening Bell. Welcome, everyone, to Monday, the 13th of September. I am Bosin Omofaye, and as you can see, our markets were mixed when we finished off over the weekend. The Nigerian market finished about 1% in the negative 33, despite some earnings from UBA, some of the Tier 1 lenders, Access Bank, Stanbic IBTC Holdings, and JITCO as well. Some of the earnings were mixed a little bit despite the dividends declared as interim for shareholders. The BRVM on Friday posted to the weekend by 20 basis points. The Egyptian market fell very sharply, 2.17 on a weekly basis. The Egyptian market reopened on Sunday. The Nairobi Bourse finished off almost 0.1%, so crossed 180 reading on the All-Share Index on Friday, while the GSC went up almost the same margin as the BRVM at 64,296 on Friday. We're starting the week and we have quite a whole lot on the economic calendar because for last week, the Kenya Central Bank was able to raise 17 billion shillings from its weekly treasury bills auctions. Nigerian Central Bank conducted a similar auction on Wednesday, bringing about 71 billion into the coffers. The Kenya Airways assets is in a risk of seizure and auction because the troubled airline is owing about 37 billion shillings in debt. Now, RwandAir is expanding its footprint to DR Congo from September the 29th. That's towards the end of the month. Part of the news coming through from some of the African airlines. The Bank of Tanzania is set to license more bureau de change operators. That's FX Bureau. Well, Nigeria has stopped licensing new FX bureaus, by the way, dealing with a number of issues around FX availability, demand and supply, arbitraging, allegations of manipulations, and all of that going on. Then you've got Uganda regulators set tough exit conditions for Africell. Africell is that telecommunication company. Now the regulator says exit may not be as easy as the company initially thought. Okay, let's touch with West Africa, where the Central Bank of Nigeria on Saturday issued a statement rebuting claims being made by some online social media, whatever, that the news is false, that the financial regulator is planning to convert all domiciliary accounts in the country, which are in foreign currencies, into Naira. It's the umpteenth time that the central bank is claiming that some folks are trying to destabilize the market by issuing fake and unauthorized statements on behalf of the central bank, sometimes using the central bank official logo and insignia and whatever, emails and what have you, to send messages out on social media platforms like WhatsApp and all that, claiming the central bank is doing this. So now the central bank over the weekend says those who use this official information without authorization are illegal and will be handed over to security agencies. So, but the regulator has cleared the air, says there will be no conversion. There's no plan whatsoever or intention to convert domiciliary accounts in foreign currencies into local currency units. The Nigerian Exchange Limited, the stock exchange, has placed full trading suspension on the shares of AXA Mansard Insurance, one of Nigeria's largest insurer, because of the share reconstruction program that AXA has introduced. The trading suspension will remain in place for the few weeks that the share reconstruction program will take place. In Ivory Coast, the Treasury or the Ministry of Finance raised about 33 billion CFA franc on the UEMOA market last week. And DR Congo is preparing $10.3 billion in budget for the year 2022. Let's check in with the Southern Africa. The S&P Ratings, the world's #1 rating agency, says that the global capital expenditure will jump by 13% this year. That will have very serious implications, by the way, if you look at what is being spent in the market and across economies in emerging and frontier markets. Steinhoff is yet to get his problems over, by the way, because but he's gotten votes to finalize settlement proposal. What the final settlement will be, it's been a subject of discussions over a couple of weeks and months. Let's see whether this will be the final closure and drawing the curtain on the Steinhoff problems. Air is looking to sell the slow lounge to FirstRand for about 250 million rand. That's the news from South Africa. Air is one of the private airlines, commercial airlines operating in South Africa, by the way. Then FirstRand of Namibia reporting profit up about 24%, about 1.03 billion Namibian dollar for its full year ended June 2021. And Angola's central bank says the country needs more funding sources for the private sector. With oil prices, still a little bit at elevated level, crude around 72, Brent crude around 72 this morning, US WTI slightly above $70 a barrel. Angola is still looking for more funds, by the way, for its economy. On the coasting home on the North African market, where the Egyptian market finished off on Friday on the little bit of on Thursday on a bit of a negative footing. We're seeing the market coming back this week from the North African market. We'll focus on some of the big news coming from the North African corridor. Quite a whole lot to talk about this week. Is going to be a whole lot of economic data coming through as we're also getting into the middle of the month from today and Wednesday, when a number of the central banks across the region and the rest of the Frontier Africa will be holding their monetary policy meetings. Expect a number of rate hold decisions for the month of September until December or November, when the final monetary policy meetings will take place for the year. Let's leave it there for this morning. Thank you, everyone, for listening. I am Bosin Amofai. I'll see you again next time. This is your Frontier Opening Bell. Have a great week, everyone, and bye for now.